Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Descent into Madness podcast. This is episode, 8, gentlemen? It's 8, right?
I don't know, but I got a fat fart coming up, dude.
Is that what the fuck I heard? I think I heard your fucking stomach.
It might be grumbling again.
I swear to God, I heard a like for real.
Editor.
You're on the. It's like a walkie-talkie. You're just tuned into the channel.
I'm on the same. I'm on the same.
We all feel it at the same time. Just
oh.
At least it's a walkie-talkie, not an RC controller where you could like control.
I ever
the
have
grumbling.
some sort of superhuman link to any of you, I'm ending it, dude. I swear to God.
Why not? It'd be perfect. Me and you, we could conquer the world.
No, me and you already think too much alike.
No, you think like me. Correct yourself.
I do not think like you.
Be lucky, for my genius would cause you madness.
Well, it's a good thing you don't think like me, because all I think about is cheese.
It's episode 8, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I said 8. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 8, but we're lucky I could count past 6, so.
I ran out of fingers after 3.
What are you, an elite from Halo? Just counting with your fingers together like Spock?
No, I'm an elite from Halo. I count with my lips. Split lips.
Man, and we got to the space racism really quickly, didn't we?
No, it's called spaceism. It's no race in space. It's just space.
No race in space because there ain't no
There's
checkered
no
flag.
race in space. That's got to be, like, put in a frame somewhere.
Ain't no race in space, boys.
Probably on some freaking Tumblr girl's fucking wall.
Yeah, because all the normal people think you're talking about, like, the actual space race between the countries of the world, and then just the select few will know you're talking about space racism.
Can you be racist against planets?
Maybe. I don't know if I can be racist towards them, but I can tell you I sure do like Uranus. Come on, it was set up. You gotta knock it down.
I was hoping something would be like that, but the only reason I laughed is because it's such the fucking standard joke. And that, for some reason, I figured that was the too normal of the joke to hear it, and then you said it, and so it made me laugh.
That joke will never get old.
All right, Michael. It's time.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It is time for the fun cheese fact. And today's cheese fact is actually more about how to make cheese. Did you know that the enzyme rennet, which is used to curdle milk into cheese curds, comes from cow stomachs? Specifically baby cows.
That I did for some reason. Couldn't tell you why, but I definitely did know that.
I definitely didn't.
Because I can almost guarantee it's because you've heard of rennet and wondered what the hell it was and looked it up. But yeah, they've also started to develop more like organic rennet so that, vegans don't get upset about us using cows.
So you're like training for a mile or something? Because you keep talking about how you ran it.
Ran what?
You ran it. What'd you run?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes episode 8 of the Descent into...
Yeah.
Damn it.
Fuck you all. You just get a cheese fact this time. That's all you get. Tune in next week for more cheese.
Just sit there. Michael's just sitting here on a live stream, staring blankly at the camera. And once per hour, at the hour, he dispels another cheese fact.
Kane, I think you were on my thought chain last night, because while I was at work, I was sitting there thinking of how weird of a stream it would be if you went on Omegle and you did nothing but just stare at the camera. Never said anything, just stared, didn't blink. The random person just sits there and stares at you back.
Dude, I like the guy on Omegle that sits there with the fucking giant ass eyes and he goes, "Wake up. Wake up." Just scaring the shit out of everybody. You know, you can totally freak people out, especially if you know they're somewhat paranoid, like they're somewhat skittish, and, you know, like conspiracy theories. You can just walk by them so nonchalantly and go, hey, you should wake up, and then just walk away. Mm-hmm. Or you can just say their name, like if you know their name, just say, hey, come back to us, and then you just walk away. You can ruin someone's life by that, by a simple sentence. I want to test it out in my grandma's old people home. Start with the dementia patients and let it rattle down.
Great idea to never get invited back.
They'll forget.
No, they like Kane too much.
They do.
No, see, because then you do it and they actually wake up.
Because Kane is cheaper than the regular male strippers.
Yeah, and I fix their computer while I'm there. There was a...
Do you fix the computer in a sexy fashion?
It shows up sexy in the tool belt. I'm here to fix your computer.
I am the James May of the tech industry.
I'm here to give you more dedicated wham.
More dedicated wham.
For your old person Minecraft server.
I don't know. I'm apparently a fucking hunk to any lady over 60. When me and coworker went to lunch today at the local bar, not the actual restaurant. We went to Amber's. And we were there, and it was his birthday and everything. And she was like standing. I was like, this new lady there I've never seen before, and she was like 60 plus years old. And obviously she was new because she didn't know how to work cash register or anything like that. Sat there looking at me, and she was by us at first and was talking to me because he wants me to wear a bunny costume for the local Easter egg hunt at the drive-in.
You're doing it right.
I told him I'd think about it.
How much is he willing to pay you to do it?
Nothing. That's the issue. He's like, I'm asking you as my friend. I'm like, ooh, you know, if I was getting paid for it, I'd do it.
Yeah, and I am responding as your friend to pay me.
It's April 9th, but at the same time, like, that's the first Saturday after I turned 21. So, you know.
Why not, get
do it while
drunk.
Fucking hammered.
Get fucking slopped.
Dude, I just imagine, what is it, like an Easter egg hunt?
Yeah, they're doing this huge Easter egg hunt at the drive-in with, like, ages, like, 1 through, I think, like, 8th grade.
Now, what you got to do is you got to do it traditional mascot style. Get just absolutely hammered. And I'm talking, like, you don't know who you are by the end.
Oh, so you mean little kid's birthday party clown?
Yes. And then get one of those, like, big-headed, like, bunny mascot costumes.
That's exactly what it is. It's fucking huge.
Oh, that's perfect. Because then when, like, the kids come up to you and they're like, oh, the Easter bunny, you can just start pouring vomit out of the mouth and the eyes. Just ruin Easter for them.
Come sit on Sandy's lap. What do you want for birthmas?
For birthmas.
That took a scarily dark turn really quickly. Like that shit as a kid that I would have been scarred for life.
I'm like, I was telling him, like, dude, why are you even gonna have someone there anyway? Do you know how fucking petrified? I almost said putrefied. How fucking petrified I was.
Putrefaction is after the vomit.
As like fucking even like mall Santas and everything, and just Easter bunnies. It's like they were just fucking scary. I don't know a lot of little kids that literally, like, he was telling me, yeah, they're just gonna want to run up to you and take pictures with you. I'm like, I don't know of any kid that is going to willingly run up to me and ask me for a picture. I know that there will be times that the parents are going to force them to take a picture, but none of the kids are going to be voluntarily coming up to take a picture.
The generations are very different. Nowadays, kids are afraid of mall Santas, which they should be, to an extent.
Which, as history dictates, sometimes you should be afraid of mall Santa.
Mall Santas like to rape.
Mommy, why does Santa smell like Daddy?
He's just sitting there, just. I was like, fucking mall Santas are just boomers.
I mean, I thought you were supposed to be in school today.
What do you want? I don't care. Go to school.
Go to school anyway. I want you at the damn house.
You know, one thing that I plan on doing when I become a parent is is like on Saturdays
The
when my
thought
kid
of
is
your
asleep.
DNA being passed on to children scares me.
There are worse people that could be reproducing. Let's be honest here.
That's fair, but at the same time,
I'm not
three of you walking
definitely not
around
the
here.
top of the list here, but
True, but comparatively, somebody dying in a world tragedy are both awful things. One's just worse than the other. You are just slightly less worse than some people.
slightly worse.
Slightly worse.
But see, the plan is like on a Saturday when they don't have school, you wake them up and you just like, hey, you gotta get up, you gotta get ready for school, you're late, and just watch them get dressed, put their backpack on, and go.
Oh, my dad did that to us.
Dude,
My dad did that to
honestly,
us.
it's the most parent thing you could ever do.
He did it to us, but actually it was a snow day, so I guess it wasn't really a Saturday as bad.
Oh,
but,
yeah. That's happened to me, too.
He came up to me, and he wakes me up, and he's like, hey, just to let you know. He let me in on the joke. He's like, hey, just to let you know, it's a snow day. He's like, but I'm going to go wake up your brother, and I need you to act panicked. Because he let us sleep like an extra hour. So at that point, we would have been late. We would have missed the bus. He's like, but I'm going to wake up your brother. I need you to sprint down the stairs and act like you're going mad. And I'm like, okay, I got this. He goes, he's like, and Dad goes in there. And he's like, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. And then, of course, my little brother gets up, looks at him. Who? Has no idea where he's even at. And then he comes out in the hallway. All he sees me is sprinting down the stairs, and I almost fucking slip and fall, and I just go tumbling down the stairs. And then we get downstairs. I'm bum rushing into the shower, and he comes down, and he's just holding his two hands like a fucking nun. He's like got them like left hand palm down, right hand palm up, fingers locked together like a claw. Like he's praying to the fucking shower gods that he can make it to school on time. And he's just staring blankly. Has no idea what's going on. Me and Dad looked at each other like, okay, this joke's kind of lost because the fucking idiot doesn't know where he's at. It's like he gave no reaction, and we're like, it's a snow day. Huh?
That makes me think of that video where the girl wakes up her like her little brother or something, and just hands him like a toaster and says, "Get up, there's an intruder, you gotta fight him." And the kid's just holding the toaster
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
I like watching the videos where they just sitting there handing people like a flip flop and say, "Hey, it's for you," and they just hold it up there. Hello,
This is yours.
hello, who are you? And it's just a fucking shoe. I saw one where the guy was so drunk that they did that to him, and he had a conversation with a shoe. Like he sat there holding a flip flop up to his head like it was a phone, talked to someone, and then hung up. Like, what?
That's how you find out somebody has an undiagnosed case of schizophrenia.
Did I send you the
Or
video of the
that your
Jack
friend is really
shoe phone?
007.
Or they're 007. Yeah, my 00 spy shoe.
Kane, did I send you that the video of the Shaq shoe phone?
Yes.
It was amazing. we need to start a religion around Shaquille O'Neal and The Rock.
Yeah, every Saturday is a necessary gold bond tingle.
Like, if you don't know what gold bond is, that could be taken well out of context.
I'm pretty sure most people know what gold bond is.
Of course.
Do the gold bond.
The only ad you pay
I
attention
feel like
to.
even knowing the context, you can still take it out of context.
Oh, definitely.
That's kind of what this podcast is about. There is no context.
No. There's only cheese.
So,
Which brings me to my second fun cheese fact. Yeah, you're going to get two. This is a two-for episode. You want to know what the second fun cheese fact is?
I'm
I'll
gonna
have
have to
another
say no,
cheese
but you're
fact
gonna
for
say
you
it
next
anyway.
week. There you go. There's your fun cheese fact. You'll have another one next week. It's an actual one.
we were spared.
Yeah.
You know
For
what
now.
scares me?
I'm actually a little disappointed.
That mattresses are so fucking expensive that when there's sales and everything in coupons, it's like a $500 to $600 coupon.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude.
Well, because
can't
they
believe
started
this.
putting technology into mattresses.
Technology into
It's a
mattresses.
fucking mattress. You sleep on it. There's not much that you can do.
I mean, they put technology into practically everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could name something actively that hasn't been made by some tech company that, like, look, it's better than the original. I can't think of anything. We what?
Wilkins.
That's right. They haven't technologically benefited Wilkins. I would agree.
Oh.
Because you can't benefit Wilkins.
You can't.
You know
It's
one
already
technology that just gets worse and worse year after year?
What?
Christmas lights.
Yeah.
You-
Those
Dude,
seem
yeah.
to just get worse and worse. But the one thing that is better is the continuity in them, though. That it isn't one light goes out, the rest of them do anymore. I mean, but it's
I
really
don't
easy
know.
to have one light go out.
Yeah. Dude, it's literally LEDs and wires or bulbs and wires, depending on the brand you get or the type you get. It
Most of them
can't
are
be
just
that hard to make it correctly. Like, we've been making light bulbs for hundreds of years now.
Edison did it. You can do it. So, like, it's almost easier and cheaper at this point just to make your own Christmas lights and stuff like that. Like,
I think the reason why you have all of the, like, Christmas lights where, like, oh no, this one has 3 bulbs out on it, weird, is because that they go from not making Christmas lights barely at all to all of a sudden having so much demand for them around November. Just having to sell so many Christmas lights right now.
I don't know. To be
Today.
honest, I've never really seen them in stores. It's always just something that you just accumulate.
And that is why the bulbs go out from year after year. It's because is no new Christmas lights.
It's like one of those things where you've never seen your neighbors bringing groceries. It just doesn't exist.
That is true, now that I think about it.
It's like
I
I
think
live in a
I've ever-
freaking 4-person apartment. There's 4 different families that live here, including me, and I've never seen a single one of them bringing anything
I've
but
seen
like
my
a dollar
neighbors
store
bringing
bag.
groceries.
That's false. You haven't. You
I've
were
watched you
illused.
bring in groceries, Chris.
Dude, nice.
What the fuck, Michael? It's just you weren't at his house or anything. You were just down the street with fucking binoculars.
Well, so he lives incredibly
Down the street
close to
from your
my grandmother. Yeah. So every so often I'm over there mowing her lawn, and I always, whenever I leave that neighborhood, it's easier for me to leave down Chris's street. Oh, every single time, I'll just kind of slow down when I see, like, go by it just to see if he's there. And I've sat there and watched him bring in groceries before.
Well, it's not as bad as what you did to me when you were in fucking Bluegrass and didn't say anything. Then you sent me a picture of me through my window.
Yeah.
That was the worst one.
I was sat
fucking hell.
behind your car for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I was sitting there working and I had no idea. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden I get a text on my phone and I open it, I'm like, what the fuck? And I turned around and you waited to move before you sent it to me, which is genius, by the way. But like, so I turn around and you're not there. That was fucking hilarious. I have to see if I can maybe find that picture.
Oh, I have
Those
it.
clips of people, like, you can tell that they're in, like, school lunchrooms or whatever, is walking up behind somebody while they're sitting on their phone on Snapchat or something,
Oh, yeah.
taking a picture of them and sending it to them on Snapchat and watching them open it.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god.
That was
Because
I-
you're sitting in
I-
that situation, what do? Do you turn around slowly?
I do still have
What
that
do you do?
amazing picture of the the car or the truck that was driving 2 cars on the highway. Or no, on the interstate. Do you remember that one?
What are you talking about?
Truck with two cars on the interstate.
It was just like an F-150 with a trailer, and he was dragging 2 cars on that trailer. And I'm not talking like it was a specially made trailer for this shit either. No, he just had like your stock standard trailer and put 2 cars on it, and there's the picture. I know.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's just ratchet strapped to the top of it.
You actually saw that? You took that picture? Or did you just find that on the internet?
I took that picture. Because
It's not as funny or cool if you just found it on the internet.
No. To prove it, there's another one.
Fuck? He had to have just gotten those from like the junkyard or someone was taking.
That is the I-80 bridge, right?
Yeah, I was like,
right
how else would you get them stacked? Unless he like pulled up to like a little hill and just had the other car on top.
Well, so my favorite thing, other than the winch that is literally crushing the top of that like white car, if you look, it's denting it. I love how much confidence he has put in that single ratchet strap.
I know.
To keep it from
Especially
going off
like,
the edge.
That's a Ford Escape. Those cars, I mean, they're not the biggest SUVs, but they are not light.
Yeah, no. And I was just sitting there and I was like, this can't be real. He just put the one car on the roof of the other. I don't get it.
For everyone else who obviously can't see this picture, it's a pickup truck with a standard trailer behind it. The bottom car is Kane, I'm not good with cars. What do you think that is?
That's a Dodge. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. I think it's an Avenger.
It's a Dodge Avenger. And then immediately on top of the car, like just right above it, is a white Ford Escape.
Just sitting on the roof.
And they're ratchet strapped from the Escape over and then down under like onto the trailer.
Yeah, like
and
the Avenger's definitely the
stacked.
Way lighter car. It is. That is an impressive feat. It's. You ever just sit there and see something and you just wonder how the fuck someone came up with that idea and how the fuck even more they accomplished it?
I want to know is how far he's taking them, because the fact that he's taking both of them at the same time means it's far enough away he doesn't want to do a second trip to get the other car. So how far is he trusting this setup to hold?
God, dude, I almost shit my pants. I opened up the picture because I took a second to look at it. I'm like, that's a Ford Ranger that's pulling it. No, it's a Chevy Silverado. Oh, it's a Caliber. That's right. It's a Dodge Caliber.
Dodge Caliber.
I couldn't fucking remember the name.
Well, so to make it even better is, I didn't know how long he had been driving like that, because we had joined the highway and he was just there.
Dude, if you look at the fucking top car in that top picture, you can see how tight the back chains are.
Yeah, I
as
know,
it is caving in the roof.
It is literally denting it.
It is.
As idiotic this is, he did a good job tightening that strap.
I don't think that bitch is going anywhere. I mean,
but if it does, it's going to be bad.
If that ratchet strap held and is still used today, it deserves the Medal of Honor. I don't care what you say.
Do you see also
Took it
the
off
sheer
and he
amount
framed
of
it on his
shit in
wall.
the back of his truck, too?
Oh, yeah, it's just...
Dude, this fucking truck has got to be just screaming. Just like, put me out of my misery. My towing capacity is 3.
My towing capacity is 3.
It looks like he's just got wheels with rims in the back, and who knows what else.
Yeah. That's like, you say that, but like every time I have seen a truck with wheels and rims in the back, it's usually just what's on top of the plethora of shit.
Yeah.
Of like 2x4s and random sets of sheet metal and a
The other
fridge.
thing that concerns me is it's not even a dually.
You don't need a dually to tow.
No, but that would help in this situation. Definitely would help in this situation.
I was like, well, my dad's truck could pull those 2 cars fucking easy. That's not a dually. Actually, my car
can't believe how incredibly top heavy that trailer is. It's just astounding.
Dude,
I just want to know how he's going to get the cars off.
One good wind gust, and it is fucking over.
Oh.
and it's game
No, see,
over.
I can't tell. He might have the windows down so the wind goes through.
That doesn't make that big of a difference.
Hey, man, have you ever stacked cars and towed them across the country?
I play card Jenga. I play card Jenga on the weekends.
It's my Sunday night.
I don't do laundry on Sunday. I play card Jenga.
Card Jenga.
Card Jenga.
I'm just wondering how he got the cars down. Because, like, if they were scrapped, I'm hoping that he just took it to the junkyard, took the ratchet strap off, and just pushed the other car off.
Well, the thing is, like, they can't be of that bad of condition. Like, maybe the motors are shot because they look in really decent condition.
Yeah, especially the one on the bottom.
Honestly, the fucking caliber looks really
but
nice.
Yeah, because it doesn't
no
look
rust
like
around
the
the
sides of it.
fenders.
Can't tell how the top looks now. It's been smashed by an Explorer.
I mean, that Explorer is losing some value from that strap. And the back window is completely gone.
Dude, can you imagine if you're a car salesman and you're just sitting there and you're doing your thing, waiting for the next sucker to come in, and a motherfucker comes in with 2 cars stacked on top of each other for a trade-in?
I would just be more concerned if, like, you were getting new cars to your dealership and you were expecting, like, the actual semis
Proper
with
car
them,
transporter.
and you just have this redneck guy show up and he's like, "Yeah, you got a forklift so I can take it off the top."
Y'all order a Ford? Y'all got that Mustang?
Y'all ordered this Dodge on the bottom, right?
You got the cars delivered by the wrong tow service.
It's like, you guys got this Dodge Caliber, right? Well, on the way here, I caught a good deal on the Ford Explorer. That's mine.
That's mine. Which is why he didn't put his on bottom, because it's a little damaged from that strap, but at least I bet it's gonna at the end be in better condition than that Caliber.
He didn't want the Caliber to get rain damage, so he covered it with the only thing he had. Another car.
Dude, it's like an umbrella.
Yeah. Can't get wet. We got another car on it.
I'm just imagining, like, if he were selling that Explorer to someone and they started complaining about that, like, dent in the back. He's like, "Oh, that's nothing. I just grab my mallet."
If it was on a fucking Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace would put it for like $3,000 and said, "I know what I got.
I know what I got." Yeah, you got a fucking case of the stupid.
I hate the Facebook Marketplace. I saw a old school Chevy S10 on there, like what I used to drive, the good old Tanner, single cab, 320,000 miles, 2-wheel drive, 2.24 cylinder. Wasn't even the V6 that I had, the better engine. Tore up on the inside, really poor interior, and had it listed for $4 fucking grand.
No.
I'll give you a potato.
78.
Freshly farmed out of the
Not a 78, a 98. It was ancient, high-ass miles, and even said in the comments the motor doesn't run very good. Doesn't run good, but the body was all right.
That's just fucking...
So I'll give him that. The body wasn't horrible. Well, the body alone ain't going to get you $4 grand.
I was about to say, was the body $4 grand?
No, excuse me. It was 3.5. The other 500 was for the semi-working engine. So he's cutting you a deal.
Gotcha. I see. See, that makes sense.
Yeah. You know, what
see, why do you have a problem with that? Yeah, this seems perfectly fair, right?
Yeah, this is actually my sales pitch. That was my posting.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree, 100%.
Dude, I wish I had...
Sign me the fuck up.
I wish I had my own house so I could have my own driveway. Because I'm going to go get a fucking beater truck. Just something to beat the piss out of. I want to find the people that bought my S10. And they bought it for me for $400. I want to see if I can buy it from them again. Because that thing was fucking awesome. I loved
I doubt
that
they
truck.
still have it. I doubt.
I don't know. They said it was just going to be a runner at their farm. That it's not wasn't. Yeah, so it's like they probably still have it just to go back and forth. Like they were basically using it as a golf cart because that was how fucking big it was.
Right. Okay. No, they might have it. Yeah.
Well, like, dude, that thing had such a fucking engine in it. I loved that thing. I hated when my dad made me sell it. I was so upset. I didn't want to get rid of it, but I had the Charger at the time, and they said, "Well, we don't want more, too many vehicles crowding up. I'm like, that's fair because, it's not my house. So sold it and I got $400 from it. And I'm like, at that price, I would have rather have kept it. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's like I keep looking every now and then. I pop onto the marketplace and search S10s just to see if I can see it. Say, hey, that was actually my truck. Can I buy it back from you?
Can I buy it back from you?
Tell you, that thing was just fucking awesome. I mean, it is tiny. It could fit inside of my Durango and probably still have the seat all the way back. But that thing was just so much fun. I love taking it on West High and when it was snow on the ground because it had zilch traction control, rear wheel drive, and I think it was the Vortec. It was the Vortec 4600. Let me look it up. It made like 270 horsepower and just fucking shredded it. 600 engine. And just you would drift around everywhere. It was fucking awesome. Horsepower. Had 200 horsepower. The 4.3 liter Vortec V6 had 200 horsepower. Just fucking rip it, baby.
Rip it, baby.
Yeah. If I really wish I would have taken an auto class because I'd really like to be able to work on cars and everything, but I just don't know shit about them. Don't know enough. I could do my own oil change if I had a place to be able to lift up my car and get rid of the oil. I can do that. I can do the very, very basics, but like shit, something goes wrong with the engine, take it in.
Take it in or fucking get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that truck was just awesome. I miss that thing. All right, I guess no one had anything else to add to anything, so.
I didn't miss any of my old cars.
You've only had the one old car, right?
No, I had two. I had the 1999 Mercury Sable and then a 2008 Mercury Sable.
Why'd you go from Sable to Sable?
I don't know. It was just there because somebody had an offer up on it. Like, hey, give you this for this much. And I was like, it's a straight upgrade to what I have now. And the car I had was hardly worth anything. And I was like,
dude,
we got the Sable, yeah.
Old Mercury's just
the silver one.
Awful.
And then the other one, my mom knew one of her friends. They're a very poor family, and the kid didn't have anything to even practice driving in. And like, you want this car? I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, I remember. It was basically the old Ford Taurus. Because that Mercury is owned by Ford. It's the higher class.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go Ford, Mercury, Lincoln. And they're all Fords. They're all the exact same car.
Lincolns are nice, though.
Yeah, Lincolns are genuinely nice. But not really anymore. I don't even think Lincoln's even really around anymore. I guess they are. They just don't really do anything anymore. But
they're not what they used to be.
Early 2000s and late 2000s were probably the best for Lincolns. They were, because they were the same cars as Ford, like the Ford Expedition and such like that, and it was called the Lincoln Navigator, but it was just genuinely a shitload better than what the Expedition was for Ford.
The Navigator.
Yeah.
Navigator? I barely knew it.
That's what we call a crocodile. It's good with maps.
We did the digging under my car, fixed the spark plugs.
She running?
And she ran for one day.
I told you it wasn't going to fix your issue.
Filled back. Well, no, it fixed a lot of the issues because when I took the plugs out, they needed to be changed. One of them hadn't been changed since we assume it was the stock one that came with the car. And so we changed those out. Found where the oil's leaking from. It's the valve cover gasket. So I need to get around to fixing that.
You can probably go to AutoZone and pick one up. I think they're just pretty much sockets on. You just take the old one off and put it right back on. It's 1-to-1, I think.
Yeah, it won't be too hard. I just need to get around to doing that one, but
It's cheaper than getting a new car.
it was, yeah.
Indeed.
Well, it's not like my Subaru's terrible.
The Subaru.
I can tell you though, when we were told that the plugs were saturated with oil, we were thinking, oh, they might be a little oily. No, I pulled one of my plugs out, and it literally dripped oil, like poured it out.
So it was just sitting there in the plug hole with a puddle.
Yeah.
I'm a Mopar guy. I can't. I couldn't. I hate Subarus. I like watching them, and I like some of the looks, but man, I fucking hate any engine that's not in a V shape. It burns me that my Durango's a V6 and not the V8. But it's the better option overall. Economically wise, but
Economically.
it burns to turn it on sometime and not be able to hear it.
I can also say I like my new department, coding. It's good.
So you staying there, or is that temp?
Well, because I have to finish training in it. Because otherwise they want me to go to first shift and retrain on centerless, and I really don't want to do that. But it's not bad. I'm looking at putting an application into another place.
Nice.
So might do
That's
that.
good.
It would be for the minimum job, it'd be a $5 pay raise. So
Third shift or whatever shift you can get.
whatever shift for that. If I can get third shift working it, then fuck yeah. I don't even know what they offer for premium shift there.
Some places might not.
Yep.
I mean, I would assume they would, but technically they don't
it's-
have to.
I figure they might offer second shift, which if second shift's what I can get, second shift's what I can get. It's close enough because it's a Cobham.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I could just honestly ride my bike to work if I wanted. Oh shit, just get up slightly earlier and walk.
Cobham's
But,
not that close, is it?
It's that close, yeah.
I'm trying to think where it's at. I can't even place where it's at.
It's on
Yeah.
Hickory Grove.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right past the Wells Fargo.
Oh, there. Oh, so where'd you hear about that job opening?
I had references.
Oh, their workers are currently on strike. That's why I
No,
remember
their
that.
strike just cleaned up.
Yeah, it actually
Oh,
just
did it?
ended.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like last I saw this, like they were on
Yeah.
strike.
Ended
Strike
2
went-
days ago.
Yep, strike
Oh,
went
gotcha.
through. They got higher wages. So I need
I
to
see.
jump on that. I'm probably going to be looking into putting an application in tomorrow morning. I've got
Gotcha, I was about to
references
say, I was
from
like-
a family friend, well, my friend's mother, who works there, and then I called Mr. D. So he said I can put
Mr.
him down
D.
as a reference. Yeah. It'd be nice. Not sure what the differences will be. Probably be a lot harder, but that's just because the place I'm at is really relaxed. But I mean, pay raise is pay raise, so
Shmoney.
Gotta
Yep.
get that bank.
Gotta get that bread, baby.
the cash money is the cash money.
Dude, I'm not going to be able to afford getting a gun near my birthday. Saved up all this money, and then I'm going to have to pay so much money into taxes.
Taxes.
Yeah. Because my
Taxes.
birthday is right after all the bills and everything. So that's about $1,000 coming out just for normal living. And then I got about another $600 worth of taxes I need to pay. For my plates, for what I owe, because of the IRS, all that lovely shit. Fucking hate the government, dude.
He's gonna become a communist.
No, I'm not going to become a communist. I'm going to become a fucking anarchist.
Commie.
Kane, I'm telling you, we're gonna go build a log cabin out in the woods and keep recording the podcast.
Have lots of luscious man love.
I'm just thinking back to when we were talking about the movie 2012. You guys are gonna be that one guy that's in a trailer home.
I don't remember him. I've seen the movie, but I've only seen it once.
I just
he was the guy that's pants kept falling down, and he was always showing his ass.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because I just the only thing I can really remember was when they got on the ark.
Storms, man.
When they got on the ark, the
storms,
door was about to close, and she just reaches out and flips him off. Yeah, that movie was fucking stupid.
We'll steal power and internet from the nearest farm. And just go sneak the wire in, like, into their box.
No, we got Elon Musk. We got SpaceX.
No, shit, because that's stuff that they can track. The government can track to us. We have to steal it. We have to steal the goddamn internet. Because or else that goddamn Bezos will find us.
Dude, people that go nuts about the government tracking you and freaking out. I'm like, dude, they're already tracking you. It's not the government you have to worry about.
Cell phones.
It's not
the other thing, too, is what are you doing that you're so worried that the government is tracking you? Like, I don't care if the FBI watches me watch porn. Like, okay, they can join in. Like, what is it that you're watching that you're this concerned? Or what is it you're doing, rather?
See, I'm okay, and I have accepted that the government's going to track what I do. But I don't like companies tracking me.
Yeah.
Private-owned companies. Mm-hmm. Like Facebook. Like, dude, Facebook's a fucking leech. All that thing is does is watch you.
I like the thing about, like,
same with
you're
Tesla.
Supposed to get, like, targeted ads and stuff, but
that's a load of bullshit.
Why are my ads in Spanish about, like, ass cream? It's one thing I never understood is, one, I don't speak Spanish, and two, I don't have any need for ass cream.
No, that's a little...
I don't know.
That's a load of bullshit because... Yeah, they're sending you targeted ads, but that's not the real fucking reason. It's like literally governments will go to these companies and pay for the information for whatever. I don't know what the fuck they use it for, but it's very well documented that other companies and governments will pay other companies and buy your data. It's going to become one of the most valued resources in the industry, where, actual people, it's not going to be as much. And they don't realize it, but your data is the most valuable thing you could have. Like, if you want to hold some power over companies eventually, keep your data as secure as possible. Now, it's impossible to be 100%. Like, that's just not physically possible anymore with how the world is and how connected it is. But every company is out there doing it. Any company that is big enough to have shareholders is tracking the shit out of you.
Okay. I mean, honestly, you know what? If they can read my mind and they know when I'm hungry for Subway, eventually we're going to get to the point in the future where they'll just hand deliver me Subway through, like, a feeding tube. And I'm okay with that.
It'll, like, get auto-charged from your account, and all of a sudden you'll be like, man, I want a sandwich, and it'll just sandwich right there. They'll just know.
Dude, eventually they'd stop because it's just, man, this guy just eats nothing but cottage cheese all day.
Oh my god. We're running out of cheese.
The next apocalypse.
There is no more cheese.
I'm a one-man cottage cheese apocalypse.
Now you listen here, boy. Do you got cottage cheese, or am I going to have to churn it myself?
I'm using churn as a verb that you're going to do to somebody.
Yeah,
I'm a churn you, I swear.
It makes me think of that episode of in The Simpsons when Homer gets sent to hell, and they're like, "Oh, so you like donuts? Eat all the donuts in the world," and he just completely eats them all, and he still asks for more.
I like the one where they sat there and he got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat buffet because he wouldn't stop eating for hours. And they're like, we're out of food. Leave. And he's like, I thought it was all-you-can-eat. And he sued them, and they settled out of court. And they said, well, we'll give you all the food you want, all you can eat, as long as you sit at this table. And the table had a big-ass fucking porthole to the outside saying, See the freak, the endless pit.
The
As he's just sitting there,
the endless.
Dude, I fucking love The Simpsons.
dude,
It's
there's
so
some.
good.
There is some like Chinese restaurants, especially like Chinese buffets, that I could fucking do that. Where it's
Yeah.
just those places where the food's so good you don't get full. Where you're like, damn,
Yeah.
I really just want some more. Like Chinese
Don't be
buffets
shy,
with
put
some
some
fucking
more.
egg rolls and crab ragoons, I can just smash. I haven't been to a Chinese buffet in years.
We should all go.
We should, and
We'll
honestly,
go to
they
one.
would probably ask us to leave.
Oh, yeah. Well, hell, actually, there's the Chinese food place right next to my place. If you guys want to come out here.
What place?
Dragon Palace.
That's a buffet.
Yeah, well,
I
they have
thought
buffets.
they closed.
No, they're still open. Unless they just closed,
I
in
think
which
they
case I'm
closed,
actually kind of
'cause they-
upset.
Because they had
I
like
think I heard about
'cause-
Dragon Palace. Yeah.
Because Brady,
Damn.
like they went there all the time, and they went and got like their last meal there. I'm pretty sure they closed. Yeah, because I know what you're talking
Damn.
about now. It's like right on the corner of like the street
Yeah.
to get to your house. Yeah, no, they closed.
That's a shame.
There's the
They had some
Panda,
killer
Their
Mongolian
final
beef.
day of business was the 24th of February.
the Dynasty
and they
buffet.
didn't tell me.
in, I think it's West Davenport. I don't quite remember.
Dynasty
I
buffet.
think so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
I think I
that's a
know what
place.
place you're talking about.
That's a place we used to go all the time as a family, and we haven't been there in ages. But
Same with our family, actually. It used to be a thing we did when our grandparents were in town. Because my grandpa
the-
really likes Chinese food.
The only buffet we used to go to as kids was Golden Corral, and that was back in the good old days of Golden Corral, where there were screaming children. There's ice cream all over the floor.
Hell yeah, brother.
see, we went to Golden Corral like 4 times, and it was all right. And then the last time we went there, one of the workers fucking sneezed and blew like 9 boogies in the fucking spaghetti, and just stuck the spoon and mixed it in. And then we just left.
Ooh,
So when we had the exchange partners here, we had a day where we were like, "Hey, we can take them all to a restaurant or someplace."
They picked Golden Corral, didn't they?
no fucking shot.
Not
Oh,
not
no.
the Germans didn't pick Golden Corral. A certain person named the Vixter, not the good Vixter, the bad Vixter.
Oh, the fucking retard.
Yes, you know which one. Decided to shout that fucking word out of her mouth, and we went there. And while we were there, because they were telling me, like, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad."
I'd
I
be
watched
so
I
sad
watched
if
one
that
of the chefs drop a knife on the floor, pick it back up, and just continue
Bruh.
cutting.
No. If I was a foreigner
You-
and
I'm
I
sorry,
got
but you
invited
can't tell
into
me.
somebody's country and they took me to a place like Golden Corral,
Yeah,
I
well,
could
'cause
never forget
See,
that.
but
We
I
had
would
the-
take them there, but make sure they're there with the preface of, this is you're here for the
Watch
same
this
reason.
shit.
Yeah, you're here for the same reason you go to zoos.
yeah.
Like, like if you want to see
And
American
just sure,
culture,
if you want
at its-
something out of the chocolate fountain, go ahead.
if
That is
you
fine.
if you want to see American culture at its best stereotype, go to Golden Corral and laugh your ass off. Do not go to
Yeah.
Golden Corral to get a genuine meal.
No, you will get food poisoning.
The only thing safe to eat is the pre-wrapped soup crackers that are only in a pack of 3 at each table.
Yes. So you
I
just
don't
go
know, man,
make
they
your
have a chocolate
rounds.
fountain.
Dude, the chocolate
wish
fountain's the
there-
most disgusting part.
Yeah. It's just recycled because you know some fat fuck from Reddit has stuck his mouth in there and just started
Dude, that's
slurping
the
I've
only
until he
time
got
I've
seen
ever
gassed.
little
seen
kids
a-
literally picking their nose and then holding stuff over there for the fucking chocolate fountain. Just
Yeah.
letting it run all over their hands.
That's the first time I've ever seen a chocolate fountain. Was the one at Golden Corral.
I think they're highly
It's also the
overrated.
last time he saw one.
It's also the last time I've seen a chocolate fountain. Yeah.
I would have
Well,
seen
'cause-
one at the at my older brother's wedding, but they fucking forgot it in the box until we left.
No, see,
found it.
here's the thing that pissed me off is we had the
like
choice
fondue.
of Golden Corral or Chick-fil-A. So we could have gotten
And they
some
picked
good ass.
Golden
We could have
Corral.
gotten some good ass cheap chicken
a
Sammies,
Bunch of
but no,
psychopaths.
they went to Golden Corral.
Golden fucking
That's
Corral.
We
awful.
went at like the worst time for Golden Corral. They had
Which is
just
anytime.
opened, and for
You guys
some
went there
reason,
for, like lunch.
yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
There's like 3 old people, and the only thing they were serving was fucking meatloaf.
At Golden Corral's just like, you want meatloaf?
You want meatloaf?
You want
pre-wrapped
meatloaf?
sandwich crackers?
No, because they come like everyone that was with me there
Put the
complained
meatloaf in the
about
chocolate
what I
fountain.
put on my plate, and I don't know why they complained about what I had on my plate. First off, I'm the one eating it, not you. Fuck off. All I did was I loaded my plate with biscuits because they still had some of the like morning stuff, and I
Ooh,
just
so they're, like,
biscuits and
fresh
mac and
biscuits?
cheese. So
That's
that's
good.
all I had on there. And they were like, "You need to get something else." First off, it's my diet. It's my
You need to
digestive
suck my
system.
dick.
If I want to blockade it with fucking cheese, go
And
away.
bread.
Dude, but biscuits and mac and cheese slaps.
It
Fuck
does.
yeah, dude.
And you look,
100%.
here's the nice thing about Golden Corral is it's a buffet where no one cares. So they will not stop you if you just take gravy and pour it on the mac and cheese.
Just start pouring gravy on everything.
Take the,
The
ladle
gravy
of
bowl.
gravy and go to the other dishes and put gravy in it. Like, there's just a fucking, like, they come out and they have the quote-unquote steaks. And you're just walking over there with a ladle of gravy and just start smothering them and then walking away. They come up
That's
there.
a good thing. That's when you take a spoonful of gravy, you half fill the ladle, and then you walk over to the chocolate fountain.
No. I'm just imagining, because you know how they had that soft serve machine there, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine some kid. It's like the perfect swirl. And you just look at him and dip.
Just with a smile on your face, and you drench his hand in ice cream with gravy.
Oh, dude. I'd be pissed.
Dude, I'd sit there. I'd open up the top of the machine and put the gravy in the ice cream machine. So, can you imagine going up to
The
with,
swirl cones that have like the 2 different flavors.
yeah,
coming out
when
at
you're
the
just
same
sitting
time,
there,
so it's
you're holding your ice cream
gravy.
cone, and you pull the lever, and it just dispenses gravy.
Oh, dude, and you just fill a waffle cone with it.
I'm just imagining that's the one time the workers come up to stop you when you're putting gravy into like the mixed ice cream, and you just look at them and say, "It's Neapolitan now." It's just,
If I ever go to a buffet and walk up to an ice cream machine and it spits out gravy, I'm lighting the building on fire.
Dude,
it.
rather you're gonna be calling me because you're
That
gonna know
is-
who did it.
That's the first and last straw, is an ice cream machine filled with gravy.
can you imagine
you know,
how
we-
upsetting it would be to get up to this buffet, walk around, and see everything is covered in gravy? Said, oh, okay, well, I can't eat any of that. Go to the ice cream machine as your one hope, and you pull out a cone, starving, distilled, ready to eat, and you all pull the lever, and it dispenses gravy into your cone.
Oh, man. No,
Hey guys, you want to go to Golden Corral?
Kinda. I kind of want to go put gravy on
before he got
everything.
kicked out.
Out of all the places around here, I don't mind being kicked out. Golden Corral's at the top of the list.
I honestly can almost
Pour it
bet
on the spaghetti, and the dude looks at you and then mixes it in with the spoon.
I can almost bet that they wouldn't even kick you out. They would
Well,
just
the other
let
thing,
you
too,
carry on.
The other thing too is
They
if
go,
one
"Hey,
of the
stop."
staff comes up to you and tells you to stop, you can just look at them and say, "You work
No.
at Golden Corral. I'm not listening to you," and just continue. Like, I'm sorry, but I would rather shovel shit than work at a Golden Corral.
Yeah, me too. I'd rather eat
God.
shit than eat at a Golden Corral.
Well, I mean, if you eat at Golden Corral, you are eating shit. So what's the difference?
The one time I liked Golden Corral was that, and I felt safe eating it because it was fried, was I liked their hush puppies.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh,
frying just pulverizes everything around it. So it was somewhat
Hush
safe.
puppies are good though.
Dude, I love hush
puppies are
puppies. I want to go. I never get hush puppies because the only A&W / what is it?
Long John.
Long John Silver's
John
is
Schillers.
so far away from me. It's just not worth it. It's like
Yeah,
almost a
because
30-minute
almost
drive.
like a 45
if you
minute
go there-
drive for hush puppies.
It's a 30-minute drive just to go there, and then it's about an hour and a half round trip to just get hush puppies.
What's even funnier is when you go there, like most of the menu is the Long John Silver's, but you don't get any of it. You just get like 8 baskets of Hush Puppies, a burger, and then a chilled mug of the A&W like fresh root beer.
Yes.
That's all you get.
You go there for A&W.
Yeah.
But the building and everything else is themed for Long John Silver's.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the one here especially, they have like the burger mascot, and then everything else is just anchors and like boats and shit, and then you have that like one off the side part.
Do you remember in robotics? I think it was West Virginia, where we all went to an A&W Long John Silver's.
Yes,
and
I remember. God,
they fucked up every order. Like every order.
Oh,
even
man.
like me, I ordered one cheeseburger, normal ass cheeseburger with Hush Puppies. They came out and gave me fries, coleslaw, and a fish sandwich.
Dude, Culver's did that to me once. Same shit. I ordered a cheeseburger and they're like, it was like a basket of fish fingers. I'm like, this isn't even on a bun. Like, you didn't even try.
I feel bad for that Long John Silver's because that was probably the most customers they've seen since it opened.
Well, it's like they usually like I've never seen a busy Long John Silver's, and then all of a sudden 30 people bum rush them.
Yeah, they probably just took whatever they had and just started cooking it and just
Started
like, "Please
fucking,
eat."
we gotta go. They're
God.
coming.
Better than Polka Dots, I'll at least say that.
You know, honestly, the burger wasn't bad.
At Polka Dot, it wasn't.
The burger wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It's not hard to fuck up. It's hard to fuck up a burger to the point where it's unedible.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't fantastic, but it was like better than McDonald's, but like you could definitely make better at home.
But yeah, worse than Wendy's.
Yeah, better than McDonald's, worse than Wendy's. I like that. But yeah, everything else on that entire menu was just fucking disgusting.
Because those milkshakes.
Me and
I'm
Michael
so glad that you...
we were the only ones that didn't get shit. And we were the only ones to not get sick.
God, we didn't get the milkshakes. And everyone else got no sleep because they had the runs all night.
Because I didn't get the milkshake.
It fucked Mr. Nelson up because Mr. Nelson continued having the runs.
Yeah, don't you remember when we were sitting there on the way home and he power slid the trailer turning into the gas station so hard to go take his shit?
Well, yeah, because we had to fucking race him in there.
Yeah.
That man was ready to completely decimate a urinal.
Dude, he would have disemboweled you if you were in his way.
Well, because
it torn you limbs.
What was
from
funny was I got into one of the stalls before him, and he I told him I was saying everyone get out, get out.
Shit down your neck.
And I remember him saying it's not that bad, and as I was leaving, it reeked. You could. It was
bad.
Dude, I remember when we fucking went on the way home to Oinky Doodle Moo, which was a really good place. It was basically Subway, but for barbecue. God. And fucking Nelson went into the had this shit. Yeah, that's seriously what it was. It was make your own barbecue. It was literally Subway, but barbecue. It was amazing. I want to find an Oinky Doodle Moo and go back. It was so fucking good. And it was cheap too. You got like half a rack of ribs for $10 and totally customized. And so we're sitting there, and Mr. D went into the men's bathroom, and Nelson comes up and had to shit so fucking bad, and he goes into the girls' bathroom. And so not only we have video of him walking out of the girls' bathroom to use for ransom, and then one of the waitresses, or not the waitress, but one of the girls that works behind the counter, goes back there, and you just hear,
Actually, now that I think about it, we have video of him leaving one, and we have the picture of Mr. D coming out of the girls' room.
All because of Polka Dots. Polka Dots decimated everyone except for like 4 of us. Because I didn't get a shake at first because of the price. Because I'm like, dude, I'm not paying $18 for a fucking milkshake. I don't care that I'm.
And when they came out, I was intrigued in one. Because I looked at Alexa's because they looked like they had the presentation down pat. They had the chocolate on the rim, the straws. Well, the mug and things looked okay, but the shake itself was chunky.
Yeah.
And not like the okay.
Not like the ice cream was a little bit too cold, so it reclumped. It was curdle chunky.
Boiled milk chunky, because it was watery with chunks, and that's the problem. It wasn't like chunky.
Alexa let me try a sip of hers, and I mean, I got an iron enough stomach. One sip didn't do shit to me.
Yeah.
But, like, it was warm when it came fresh out of the kitchen.
Ooh.
Like, all of them were warm. None of them were cold. I'm like, dude, first of all, I don't like warm milkshakes anyway, so I would have stopped drinking it at that point and be like, hey, this sucks. I want my money back.
Yeah. The other thing, too, though, is
we had friends throwing up
maybe it was fresh squeezed from the cow. That's why it was warm. Fresh from the udder.
Came straight from the teat.
Yeah. You know the fucking video where they had the, like, cow in the thing and they spin it?
What?
Oh, what it was? Let me see if I can find. But it was
putting the pear wiggly.
There was this thing that was fucking. I can't remember what it was. It was like a cow apparatus or something. They put the cow in it. It was spinning it.
I have.
I will have to. I'll have to find it. But you can have that for now.
What the fuck?
Let me.
He just posted a GIF from fucking Dodgeball, one of the best movies of all time, by the way. It's just sitting there, fat dude playing with his titties. I don't remember his name because it's been years since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. Okay, I found it.
You dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
So they put a cow in this, and then the joke was that you'd spin that.
That's fucked up. Holy shit!
And maybe that's how they made their milkshakes, because they don't understand what a milkshake is.
Dude, that reminds me of the fucking I don't know who was talking about it, but I think it was a thread on Reddit talking about how if we were to like take generation ships out into space, how would we dispose of corpses across these generational ships to the point where there's more
eject them into space.
No, because then you make projectiles by accident. So somebody came up with the idea of taking the corpse, flash freezing it solid, and then putting it in a box. The box is picked up by like a robotic arm or something and shakes it until it gets turned to dust and then get rid of it.
What's wrong with jettisoning fucking
the
bodies into space?
Corpse wiggler.
I don't think you would want to like have your kids realize that they just shook grandma into bits and pieces.
But it would be effective in storing if you had to store them.
We're gonna shake.
So you're talking about
like,
okay, let me get this right.
Or just dispose of them. I don't know. I don't remember.
Let me get this right. You're talking about the type of ship like humanity on Earth has collapsed, and we have built these ships to take us to a planet.
I don't know if necessarily
400 years away.
Yeah, it's like a long time. 4,000.
That's like the people that are leaving Earth on it are not going to be the people. Final destination.
No, not their kids.
Okay, that's the situation we're at here.
Yeah.
Why don't you just fucking jettison them into space?
I don't know. I can't remember the thread. It was something about like making projectiles or something that you want to do.
What?
I don't know.
You could literally just like jettison
know.
them from like, okay, I can kind of get, but if it's a big enough ship with a big enough mass, it's not going to make that big of a difference because
I have no clue, dude.
You know, if you jettison them from the side, like I can see from the sides being an issue because it'll, it's a burst of air. But if you do it from the back, you're just going to get to your destination farther. So then one guy that gets really impatient is going to sit there. It's time to get there a little quicker. Soul's like a fucking Glock.
I have no idea, but all I remember was reading it like freezing a person, putting them in a bag, and then just shaking it until they get turned to dust.
Shaking it like the can of Parmesan in your fridge that sat too long.
That may or may not be expired. It's so old. Oh, man. Yeah, just get put in the naughty children get put in the corpse wiggler.
Dude, have you seen the guy on TikTok that keeps making these inventions? And it's just like this robot voice, and it's just like he portrays it like a fucking alien that's trying to build these DIY things just to kill you. Because it's always he's like, I built a new toilet for man. This design is very human. And like, because he's like, when you go pee, your penis gets cold. With this device, your penis stays warm. And it's this tube that you stick your dick in, and then a blowtorch right on the outside just pulverizes the tube. Oh man,
And I was thinking of that one I sent you where it's the that like heating coil that they stuck it in.
Oh yeah, I had to think for a minute.
That's so fucked.
I have to find it. It's just the design is very human.
Very human. Very human.
Design is very human. Here's a whole compilation of it. There's one. It's
Many friends.
right here where he talks about his poop. I'm going to play the video on here because they'll be able to hear it. It's 15 seconds.
Many friends are often constipated. It makes them very painful. So, I invented this toilet. The design is very human.
The design
we just
is very
need
human.
to sit on it and then activate the switch.
And it's this fucking thing that just goes in your asshole and then violently explodes it out.
I cringed at that one. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he posts videos like that all the time. Just the design is very human. That's like, okay, what is on the other side of this camera that's trying to
Good
trick us into
Lord.
pulverizing ourselves?
Right.
There's something here.
For everybody else, it looks like an upside down camera tripod
Oh, that's a good way to say it. But it just goes
inside
in your
of
ass.
the toilet, and the feet of it come back up to form a pyramid that you would ideally sit on.
That's where you insert ani.
Yeah. And then whatever he does presses a button. I don't know how it's actuated, but then the legs come apart.
It's
and
definitely
they just
pneumatic.
stretch. Yeah. It stretches to what? I would say probably
Like minimum
4 or
of 8
5 inches across.
I'd say 8.
You think 8 inches? Yeah, like 8 inches. Well, fuck it. Just go there. Yeah, just goes just instantly with pneumatic pressure. Just boop, 8 inches. Yeah. So everyone else can now imagine this too. It's horrible.
And on that amazing note, we are an hour into this episode. So
Just the feeling in my chest. It's just uncomfy.
One singular hour. But you forgot.
One
This is the
singular
24-hour episode special. I'm just kidding.
This is
No, fuck that.
24 hours.
no,
Okay.
that's episode 10.
I cannot.
No,
sit here and
wait,
talk to
hey,
you guys.
hey, we got no. We got to draft this on a storyboard first. The fuck?
What are we drafting? Your ass clenching device or?
The podcast is very human.
Oh,
It's very
I see.
human.
So that's every time it's become an inside joke with just myself, where every time I see something just poorly fucking designed, I'm like, the design is very human.
The design is very human. DIY.
DIY this pussy, bitch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the Descent into the Madness episode 8. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and share if you're so brave for
Next.
Grandma to see it on your Facebook timeline.
Next week we're going to be talking about electronic plungers.
Electronic plungers. Is that just a dildo but reversed?
No, it's just a plunger with like
because it's
a
sucky.
headphone jack.
It's just a plunger with a battery taped to the side of it.
A battery and then like an offset weight on a motor, so it just goes.
All right. I will see you all in the next episode.